Have you ever wondered why, despite working harder than everyone else around you, you still keep losing hours every single day to thoughts that won't stop spinning in your head? Welcome to this video, everyone. My name is Danny, and let's get right into it. You are not alone. I know that sounds like a cliche, but sometimes hearing the phrase, "you are not alone," really helps. Millions of high-performing professionals just like you wake up each morning, dive into important projects, and then watch helplessly as their mind just spirals into these endless what-if loops while having deadlines pile up and also missing family dinners. Maybe you really tried those meditation apps that feel too slow when your brain is racing about urgent work issues. You might have even tried expensive therapy sessions where you couldn't maintain during your busiest times, or even productivity systems that organized your tasks, but it didn't really help you stop the mental spirals about if you were doing things right. Because if we are being honest with ourselves, we always calculate our moves very carefully at times, and sometimes we can't help but to be careless, right? But we always overthink if we have done the right thing. And what if I actually told you that the real reason you keep losing 2 to 3 hours, I would say, daily to these overthinking thought spirals? It's actually not because you're not trying hard enough. It's actually because your brain's rumination or overthinking pathways become so deeply grooved that they automatically activate during pressure moments, especially when you're stressed. And they basically steal productive hours of your time just because you keep overthinking in that spiral. It's your brain's protection system that fires up every time you do something important, and all these thoughts keep flooding you, all these worry thoughts that feel urgent but actually really take you away from being in the present, and it actually derails your performance because it's like your brain is having a faulty alarm system, and it always goes off screaming danger every time you need to focus. No amount of generic mindfulness apps or positive thinking books is going to fix this, because they don't address the real-time interruption of overthinking spirals, of when they are actually happening, because we can actually talk about these things after it happens in therapy. Yes, that is true. But what's even more surprising is that, according to research, this affects 82% of high-performing professionals who juggle multiple responsibilities and high-stake decisions. And the science is clear. When your brain is stuck in this pattern, you'll continue to lose your entire afternoons to these what-if decision loops. And it really paralyzes you because you away from important choices, and you end up feeling crushed, and you panic. If you panic at these moments of mental spinning, and you experience shame for being the smart person but not being able to control your own thoughts. You know what I mean? And if you're a parent, you might even find yourself missing your child's bedtime story because you're too tired. You're mentally drained from all of this overthinking that's going on in the background. But here's the good news. Your brain can be reprogrammed to stop these thought spirals in real time. And it doesn't require years or therapy, not even expensive meditation retreats or hours of daily practice that you simply don't have time for. No, actually, let me be honest. Yes, you can try any of those things, but I'm telling you, if you're trying to be realistic here, you need a protocol to interrupt this automatic rumination or overthinking patterns that your brain already has. So what we're trying to do here is trying to find a way to hit the reset button on your brain's worry first programming, because the thing that your brain does is just going straight to worry, right? So we're trying to hit the reset button in that one. So just like restarting a frozen computer, this protocol helps your mind start fresh with clear, focused thinking instead of endless mental loops. You know what I'm saying? So this protocol works through strategically timed micro interventions. Basically just 10 minutes that creates new neural pathways, which will sort of help to normalize focused attention. We are basically creating new roads to keep our attention, and basically it's going to target your brain's natural ability to shift the gear through consistent small actions. Think of it like reprogramming a GPS that's been leading you in circles for years. or even recalibrating a smoke detector that goes every time you make a toast. The beauty of this protocol is that it doesn't require perfect conditions or hours of your time. In fact, research from Harvard Medical School shows that brief mindfulness interventions, like the ones in our protocol, helps your brain shift out of that overthinking mode and back into focused attention in as little as 10 minutes. And we also found studies from Stanford University that had structured awareness exercises, which is a key component of our protocol that can reduce repetitive thinking patterns and improve task performance in just 21 days. But here's what actually makes this different from everything you've tried before. Most meditation apps expect you to sit quietly for 20 to 30 minutes in perfect silence. That's impossible. When you are at your desk at work with emails in your inbox and you have meetings starting in like 5 minutes, you don't have the time. Most therapy techniques give you tools to think about your thinking. Yes, it takes time and homework, but when you're already stuck in a thought, you need something more practical. And thinking about it is most of the time makes it worse. Most productivity systems organize your tasks, but ignore the mental noise that derails your focus on the first place. So that's why this protocol works, because it's designed for real life. It's designed for the complexities that we faced in real life. For busy professionals who need results right now, not someday, not in the near future, not tomorrow, right now. So this mainly focuses on acceptance-based strategies. So it's about not fighting your thoughts, but actually redirecting your attention. It's like learning to drive past a car accident without slowing down to stare. The protocol actually combines 3 proven approaches. So number 1 is cognitive diffusion to unhook from sticky thoughts, present moment awareness to ground your attention, and values-based action to give your mind something meaningful to focus on. So how did we figure this out? I need to be completely honest with you here. I am not some mental health expert. I am simply a human being trying to find a solution for a problem. Because 3 years ago, I was you. I was sitting at my desk, losing my entire afternoon to these what-if spirals about my workload, and I would miss things that I value, for example, like working out. I love working out, but I would miss that because I was too mentally drained from fighting my brain all day, and my husband would find me just staring at the laptop even at 11 o'clock in the night, not actually working, but just stuck in these endless loops about whether I had made the right decisions. And it's not even just me. He was going through the same thing. He was also suffering with this problem. It was a daily battle for him to switch off after coming back from work. He's a primary school teacher, so it would take him hours to stop his thought spirals. So when meditation apps failed us, we tried therapy. It felt a bit too slow for our crisis moments, so we dove into research because we really felt the need to take it into our own hands. And what we discovered was amazing. We discovered that in scientific journals, it was actually shocking. The solution to daytime overthinking, aka rumination, has been hiding in plain sight in peer-reviewed studies all along. Being problem solvers, we really felt the need to go through it one by one. And we found that Stanford neuroscience research clearly shows that thought spirals aren't a character flaw, but it's actually a hijacked attention system that can be interrupted in minutes using specific protocols. For example, Dr. Stephen Hayes studies at the University of Nevada. He found that acceptance and commitment therapy techniques help to reduce rumination by 43% in just 3 weeks. Research in the Journal of Anxiety Disorders found that brief cognitive diffusion exercises stop these thought loops 67% faster than traditional mindfulness approaches. That's insane, right? These aren't our theories or opinions. They are documented scientific findings from respected academic journals. We just simply connected the dots that others had missed. Our breakthrough came when we created a 10-minute protocol combining these research findings. Within 2 weeks, we were completing projects without mental detours. My husband, he noticed the change first. He said he seemed sharp and present during functions and social gatherings instead of distracted and exhausted. We didn't create the system because we are experts. We want you to know that we created it because the research pointed to a solution that wasn't being used. The evidence that this works isn't based on our authority, or just don't take our word for it. It's based on science that's been peer-reviewed and published, but somehow overlooked in conventional approaches. So your thought spirals, they aren't inevitable, and your productivity doesn't have to be sacrificed anymore. The research shows it. It's all in the research. So think about this. Wouldn't it be life-changing to finally have a science-backed system that stops thought spirals in real time rather than just managing them later? We deal with them then and there. Can you imagine what your career and family life would look like if you get back 2 to 3 hours every day and the mental clarity to be fully present when it matters most? That is why we created the 10-minute mind reset, the busy professional system to stop overthinking or going in thought loops and reclaim your focus. This isn't just another mindfulness app, I'm telling you, or even a generic stress management course. Not at all. It is a proven, step-by-step system designed specifically for high-performing professionals who lose hours to racing thoughts during critical work moments. So, me being in your shoes, I know it works. And unlike passive meditation apps that expect you to sit quietly for 30 minutes or even complex therapy techniques that you can't even remember when your mind is spinning, the 10-minute mind reset uses what we call the rapid awareness protocol, combining breakthrough techniques from 3 different fields of psychology into one simple system you can use right at work. So, let me tell you why the system is truly different. The 10-minute interrupt protocol. So, this is not meditation. It is a precise sequence of awareness steps that literally interrupts thought spirals as they happen. Each step takes you from mental chaos to clear focus in exactly 10 minutes, with a 2-minute backup version for crisis moments when you can barely think straight. So, I'm sure we have all had our moments in high stress environments like at offices or even during back-to-back meetings to address heavily concerning matters. Moving on to number 2, context-specific reset scripts. Most solutions ignore the fact that you spiral at work, not in quiet meditation rooms. Our system includes specific adaptations for you at work, during meetings, while commuting, and even in open workspaces where you can't close your eyes or speak out loud. And number 3, the values to action bridge. Research from Stanford shows that connecting immediate actions to core values increases follow-through by 73%. Our system doesn't just calm your mind, it channels that clarity into your next most important task, so you never waste time wondering, what should I do now? Moving on through your to-do list so easily, I'm telling you. Number 4, micro exposure training. The reason you keep getting stuck in what if loops is because your brain hasn't learned that uncertainty is safe. Our gentle exposure exercises teach your mind to handle unclear situations without spiraling in just 2 to 3 minutes at a time. The trigger to reset template is number 5, where you'll map your personal early warning signs, like your triggers, and pair them with automatic cues, like touching your pen, opening a Word doc, starting a timer, and your brain will know it's time to reset before the spiral takes over. So imagine catching yourself starting to overthink about a presentation, for example, and instead of losing the next 2 hours to mental loops, you use the 10-minute reset and return to your work with laser focus. Just picture finishing your projects on time without that last-minute panic. Coming home mentally present for dinner conversations with your partner, having the mental space to be present for your children's bedtime stories, really important moments, I'm telling you, and finally feeling proud of your unshakable focus instead of ashamed of your scattered thoughts. Most importantly, imagine having the calm confidence of leaders you admire, not because you don't face pressure, but because you have a reliable system to handle it. So this is the transformation waiting for you with the 10-minute mind reset. Now, you might be wondering how much a complete system like this costs. I'm not gonna lie, because similar programs like this often run at $2,500 or more. Even basic productivity retreats can cost upwards of $3,000 or more when you factor in time away from work and family, travel, all of that. But here's the thing. We created the 10-minute mind reset because we believe every high-performing professional like you deserves access to tools that can help you break free from this overthinking cycle and reclaim your focus. That is why we are not even charging you $2,500, not even $500, for a limited time only. You can get the complete 10-minute mind reset system general for just $129. I know, it's literally a bargain at this point. That's less than a day for a transformation that will save you 2 to 3 hours daily for the rest of your career. Think about it this way. Most professionals spend more than that each month on productivity apps and tools that promise to help them focus while doing nothing to stop the thought spirals that actually steal their time. So, can you see what's happening here? It's not really addressing the root cause. It's basically you're just paying for a placebo effect. Simple. For less than the cost of a single therapy session, you'll get the complete 10-minute mind reset protocol with step-by-step scripts, context-specific adaptations for work, commute, and home routines, the 2-minute backup reset for high-intensity crisis moments, values compass worksheet to align your actions with what matters most, trigger to reset template to map your personal warning signs, and the last 3 are my favorite, and I'm going to tell you why. Troubleshooting guide for perfectionism and uncertainty loops, micro habit tracking tools to make the reset automatic, cultural and identity sensitive adaptations for personal alignment. I'm telling you, none of the products in the market really address this stuff. They're very generalized, and it doesn't really specifically think about personalized traits like perfectionism or identity or cultural sensitivity. But I need to be completely transparent with you here. This special pricing is only available during this launch period. Once we reach 200 professionals, the price is going to increase up to $297. So if you're ready to stop losing hours to thought spirals and start reclaiming your focus, see the description below to secure your spot in the 10-minute mind reset. I really don't want you to miss out because I know how it feels to want something and not be able to get it then and there. So don't wait until the price increases or all spots are filled because you will regret it. This is your chance to finally take control of your racing thoughts without years of therapy, without hours of meditation, and with much more time for what actually matters. Don't get me wrong. I know people do go for therapy, do meditation, but to some of us, we need a more hands-on solution. And because we want to make sure you have everything you need to stop those thought spirals for good, we are including these powerful bonuses absolutely free when you get the 10-minute mind reset today. Starts with the Values Compass Worksheet Collection, where you need to stop making decisions that leave you second-guessing yourself for hours. It's literally going to help you stop that. These beautifully designed worksheets help you identify what truly matters to you. So when you are stressed or pressure hits you, you can make confident choices aligned with your core values, what matters to you, and no more endless what-if loops about whether you're doing the right thing. Okay, I can completely relate to this where you're stuck in one task, overthinking and just thinking over and over again if you are doing the right thing, feel like a failure. So you need to get this. Moving on to the trigger to reset template system. This game-changing template maps your personal early warning signs and pairs them with automatic cues. You'll know exactly when a thought spiral is starting and you will have your reset ready to go. It's important to have these tools ready for when the overthinking hits. You wouldn't really care about it right now, but when it hits, you will thank me. Trust me. It's like kind of having a smoke detector for your mind, catching the fire before it burns down your entire day. Okay? And finally, my favorite, the Perfectionist's Troubleshooting Playbook. It is a guide that understands why just letting go doesn't work for high achievers. This playbook gives you a specific script for handling uncertainty, decision paralysis, and the urge to check your work for the 15th time. Okay, we're actually going to turn our perfectionist brains into our secret weapon instead of our worst enemy. That's a dream come true, right? So that's $180 just in bonuses, yours for free when you join the 10-minute mind reset today. Now, I understand what you might be thinking. This sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? I've tried everything and nothing has worked for me. And for my racing thoughts, I don't think this is going to work out. I know exactly what's going on in your mind right now. That's exactly why we're offering a completely risk-free guarantee to help you with not overthinking this decision of getting the 10-minute mind reset. So what's going to happen is that you can get the 10-minute mind reset, use it for a full 30 days, and if you don't experience at least one successful interruption of a thought spiral, if you do not regain your focus faster than you ever thought was possible, simply email us and we'll refund every single penny. That's how much confident I am in this. So remember, our refund policy is 30 days from the day of purchase. No questions asked, no hoops to jump through. No, we are not going to ask you to prove if you've tried it. Okay? So yeah, that is your guarantee. We are so confident in the system because we work in highly stressful environments. I have mentioned how he's a teacher and I'm a mental health professional. We work in the field. We tend to drown in our own thoughts for hours after work. It's so hard to switch off. So overthinking and just going crazy thinking about the what ifs is not something new to us. We have first-hand experience of seeing the results. People who are convinced that their brains were broken. That's who we were, literally. People who had tried meditation apps, therapy, productivity systems, everything. You name it, we've tried it. People who couldn't remember the last time they felt truly in control of their own thoughts. That's where we were. And we know that that's where you are right now, which is why you're watching this video, right? You are not risking anything except staying exactly where you are right now. Losing hours to mental spirals, this will keep on continuing. You will feel exhausted while your work piles up, deadlines pile up, and your family wonders where you went because you tend to run away from things because it's too much, right? The only risk that's there is waiting another day and losing another 2 to 3 hours to thoughts that steal your precious time and your focus when you need it the most. But I need to really stress something critical again. This offer is not going to last long. And here's what really matters. Every day you wait is another day you lose 2 to 3 hours to thought spirals. Another day you scramble to meet deadlines while your family eats dinner without you. That's not just lost time. That's lost opportunities, lost moments with your family, with your loved ones, with your kids, lost respect from colleagues who see you as scattered inside instead of the sharp leader you really are. Why are we going to let this hold you back? Can you really afford to lose another week of productivity, another month of coming home too mentally drained to be present with the people who matter the most to you? Your career momentum won't wait. Your family will stay patient, but not forever. So right now, you have 3 clear paths ahead. The first path is that you can keep on doing what you're doing. You can keep losing hours to mental spirals every single day. Keep working harder while falling further behind. Keep disappointing your family because you're too exhausted to be present. This path leads to burnout, damaged relationships, and watching younger colleagues pass you by while you're stuck fighting the same mental battles. So that was option 1. You probably might be in it right now. Option 2 is you can try to figure this out by yourself. You can piece together random meditation tips and productivity hacks. You can Google, you can go on YouTube, you can do whatever you want. You can do it on ChatGPT, spend months testing approaches that weren't really designed for your high pressure reality. That's what I'm saying. What we are going through is not being studied on or not being worked on properly. Most professionals who go through this route of option 2 waste around 6 to 12 months before admitting they need a proven system. That's 6 to 12 months of waste. You'll likely end up right back where you started, only more frustrated. Or you can finally go to option 3, which is getting the 10-minute mind reset and following a proven protocol specifically designed for busy professionals like you. In just 10 minutes, you can interrupt thought spirals right at your desk and get back to work with laser focus. No guesswork, no wasted time, just pure results. The smart choice is so obvious to me here. I'm pretty sure it's obvious to you too. So the choice is yours, but I genuinely hope you'll choose to reclaim your focus today because I believe you deserve to live your life to the fullest without letting overthinking hold you back, right? Because the truth is you deserve to feel sharp and confident at work. You deserve to come home with energy left for your family. You deserve to be proud of your mental strength instead of ashamed of your struggles constantly. If you're a parent, your kids need a parent who's truly present during dinner, during bedtime stories, not someone whose mind is still racing about work deadlines and who's just losing your temper at your kids. Your career needs the focused, decisive leader you're capable of being, not the scattered professional you've become. So I'm inviting you, click the link in the description to get access to the 10-minute mind reset for just $129. Stop letting the thought spirals steal your life. So click below now. See you inside the program. I really hope I see you there. Wishing you all the best and a life of prosperity. Also, every day you wait costs you 2 to 3 hours of lost productivity, lost life. That's $200 to $500 in professional value daily if you earn $75,000 annually, which is what most of us earn, right? This $129 investment pays for itself in less than 1 day of reclaimed focus. Don't let another spiral steal what matters most. It's time to put an end to those spirals now.